All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully everyone is doing great and had a great weekend. Good to see you all. Looks like everyone's here. Great, good to see you, Brian, everyone, Jamie, Michael, Guy, good everyone. And everyone on YouTube, Facebook Live, welcome back on this lovely Monday, probably one of the last weeks of the summer. We're going right into Labor Day, so we've got a lot of action. You see what's happening in the market. We're getting a great run-up in OLB. Look at this one. For some of you to hear early this morning, I mean, this is what we trained for. This is something that worked out really well at 8 o'clock this morning. Let me just blow this up a little bit bigger right here. Where's my, got too many windows here. There we go. Nice little stock. Had a really nice run at 7 a.m. You could see it right here. Ran to about 210, right around 8 o'clock when most people were logging in here in the Cyber Group room when we started. 210 right now to 240. That's a 30-cent move, 30 cents. 1,000 shares and a $2,000 investment, $300. I think you're pretty much all settled. I'm going to hop over here and bring level 4. Just show you what's going on for some of you who haven't know what's going on. Big iceberg order, 50,000 shares selling around 330. That was holding it up right around 330. And then sure enough, boom, look at a nice little rally we're getting right now. Stock is moving really, really nicely. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But first, we need to go over what happened yesterday. What did we trade it? I mean, on Friday. What's get prepared for this week and so on. Now, we have a lot of new members. We did a really big promo. Some of you here are logged in as a VIP for this week. A lot of new trials that are here. I just want to clarify something very, very important. You are in our trading room. This is not a teaching room. This is not, a social room. You're here to see if other people make money doing it. You're in the original trading room that started over 30 years ago. And you're going to be seeing traders that we've trained, and you're going to see some of the stocks. That's why you're logged in. So please, if you have any questions, the staff is in the room. You could always ask them. You could chat to them in the room privately, but try to keep your chat to a minimum, and you don't have to be here all day. So if you're here in the morning, in the afternoon, in the middle of the day, we're going to be here all day. But we are doing commentary. We do it the first hour of the open from 9:30 to 10:30, and from and then we do an afternoon meeting 2:30 and to about 2:45, and then 4 o'clock we do a last commentary. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, you can always do one of those VIP. Just like us, friend us, and also we're going to send out a link for everybody. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Twitter, and our Facebook, because everything we do, we're going to be posting it live there, so you can always access it and everything else. But make sure you sit there and do your homework. So enjoy the rest of your week. Now let's get right into it. What we did last week, there was some really, really nice stocks. Now I'm actually long from last week. I didn't buy too many shares, 1,000 shares of NERV. Stock was one of our best trades, not even as a day trade, but it turned into a swing trade. Really nice stock last week. You could see a stock start around 350. And in one day ran to 5, ran over to 7. This thing ran all the way to 11. It was probably our best trade of last week. And I'm probably going to get out of it at the open if I don't see kind of a push on it. I was hopping over here looking at level 4 and not really seeing that much action in it, not too many orders. So it's kind of turning me off a little bit. But the stock was phenomenally, was a great trade. But listen, this is what we do. You know what I mean? Like, this is only one of several. Remember, you want to be a good investor. You want to be a good options trader. You have to learn how to swing. You have to learn how to day trade first to get into these trades. Now, that was one of the other trades that we did last week. Like I said, we always like to talk about what moved as of last week. And a couple other ones that did move pretty well too. Drug, which is also moving again. It's the 4th biggest percentage gain already this morning. That also was a really nice day trade last week and a swing trade. So that stock moved really nice, $1.20 all the way to $4.50 one day. It ran from $1 to almost $4.75. Let me just post this up over here on a 2-day chart so you can see what happened on Friday. So this stock moved really nice, right in pre-market, ran for about 270. Sorry about that. Ran all the way to about 330 and then popped all the way around to 410 right at the gate. And then obviously, it was a great pre-market run, and then she kind of reversed and she's pretty much died. But we'll keep an eye on it. She is right now on the 4th list, so we'll keep that. That one's what we look for in the big percentage gainers and losers. So that one's doing pretty well. And then the AFRM was an amazing short on Friday. You could see it here. What a great short. This stock literally just tanked right out of the gate, ran from $28 all the way down to about 11 o'clock to about $24. Had a nice little shake right here at the open, which for some of you in the room, you're going to, in the Cyber Group room, that are new here with the VIP that we're doing, you're going to see a little bit, you're going to see how we do this in the morning and how these things happen. But overall, I mean, even if you jumped in late around 26.50, that thing just came crashing down. Really, really nice profit there. Once again, these are things we're going to look for, but what happened on Friday is over. Now, we know what happened on Friday. Market was down over 1,000 points, which, for some of you that saw me on Ask the Pros, even, all the other presenters there were even saying, all the other gurus, listen, it's not a swing market, it's a day trade market. I'm actually losing on some of my swing trades. I had to sell them out. Thank God I got out of some of them on Thursday and Friday. I had a huge profit and I ended up giving away almost all of it, but I'm actually pretty happy I got out a lot of them because you could see now they're really, really taking some nasty hits. And even brand name stocks like the Amazons, the Googles, I mean, look at it. They really are starting to reverse course and taking some big hits. So, you know what? You heard what Powell said about inflation. You heard about the debt. And you know what? Some of you might be excited about what's going on with all this money that's getting pumped into the market, but then there's also the repercussions that come along with it, with interest rates and so on. So you have to learn, as much as you might not like what you hear or love what you hear, we are all the same party of traders, and these catastrophes do make opportunities. So, but you want to be a smart trader, you got to know what happens over the course of the day. So let's go over and see what's moving this morning. So there are a couple of stocks. So anyway, the OLB right now has probably been the better move out of them all. I'm going to bring up here level 4. Let me just go back and bring this up about just bring up the data just about 2 hours, and we'll up a little more data for you. But there was this really, really nice big iceberg order here right around this 2:30, and you could see he was out there. Market usually opens up at 7 a.m., but really nice little order right there that got filled. And if I zoom in here, you can see a little bit better how nice little red line that looks. That is a big 50,000 share order. He got filled. You could see here in the bottom. And then once that happened, now we're almost at the 240. Now, is it too late to trade it? Listen, this stock, when you look what happened as of on Friday, this was another big mover, and she's moving again. Remember Nero, the NERV. That stock, same thing. Don't underestimate it. Is it ever late to trade it? Listen, this is how they turn into swing trades and, short-term day trades. But this stock, you could see it started from $1 at 230. We got resistance around here at 250. I'm not really seeing anyone out there at 250 yet, but looking at previous history back in the beginning of the year, that's where we're at. So that one right now, and we know Mondays are not always the best days to trade because coming back from the weekend, but that one looks pretty interesting. We'll keep an eye on that. The second biggest percentage gainer, garbage. I did see this Broadway, this B-Way, had a nice push once the market opened up around 7 a.m. Not really seeing too much action right now. She's kind of flatline. This is a stock that we would put on the B list. Remember, we have an A, B, and C list. Probably even put it on the, and it's also an ETF. It's one of those spoon ad stocks. So we got OLB, and we put this on, I'm writing this down on a piece of paper because that's how we go through it. Remember, when the market opens up, we always get program trading. It kicks in around 9 a.m. Drug, that was a good stock, but it's not going to be on the A list. We're going to put this on the B list. And sometimes these stocks that are on B list and C list do come out of nowhere. PDD, which was really nice, this stock also, another spoon stock, gapped up really nicely. But it's a $63 stock. You know what I mean? We don't want to go out there and trade $63 stocks. I'd rather trade a $2 stock and make 30 cents, then trade a $60 stock and make 30 cents. This is why a lot of people have this misconception that they can't afford to trade because they think that you only could trade expensive stocks, and that's not always the case. But you can trade it, like I said, if you have the money to do it. I recommend trade the other ones. I like the other ones better. But this one's not really moving. This stock is not really moving. Now, Bobby J, Bed Bath & Beyond, does not look like a bad stock moving this morning. This stock has been really fun. We traded from $10 up to 30, came crashing down. Great short, started going up a little bit. This stock is extremely volatile. So just because it's $11 stock doesn't mean you could afford to trade it. This stock is going to be in the category 3 level. So be very, very careful. You're going to probably hear it a lot in our trading room for some of you in here. But some of the more advanced traders will trade that. It's all about taking short, low profits. The stock took a major hit. There was a new IPO, went from 45 down to $5. I don't think we're really going to be trading it because we don't know the history of it and everything else. Now, here's a nice little cheap stock that just came out, but she's at 2%, so I'm going to scratch that one. On the loser stock, this stock kills me. This stock started on Friday, a new IPO. How the hell they open up a stock at almost $180? Went all the way down to 12. This stock is pretty cool. If you look at the intraday chart, it opened up at 11 o'clock. I know you got some of you traders are talking about it on Friday, but this is what really happened. Boom, they came all the way down, talking about getting destroyed. But I would hate to be the person who owns that at 180. Okay, but somebody did. This stock just got halted after halt after halted. I'll put this on the C list just for a goof, but sometimes you might get a dead cat bounce. We never know. We'll keep an eye on it. A lot of stocks like to do initial public offerings on Friday. Obviously, very bad day when the market's down 1,000. Now, a couple other stocks in here. I'm going to hop over here into New York. This stock gapped up pretty nicely, 20%, 1.2 million shares. Not too crazy about the pre-market, but we're pretty desperate right now because we don't really have a big list because it is a Monday. Mondays are not always the best days to trade. So got to be careful on Mondays. This stock has look, we're at the number 2 biggest percentage gainer on the New York, and we're at 5%. That's pretty disgusting. Okay, not a really big volatility market, so we're pretty much done there. On the New York losers list, we have any good shorts? TEL taking a little bit of a hit. TLL. I mean, I don't know if it's on your short list, but probably not. This stock is making lower lows, probably not on your short list. Yeah, that's about it. LabVIEW. This has been a fun stock. This is probably on the short list, but it's an ETF. You can look over here on my watch list, a lot of reds, a lot of bleeding going on, even on the watch list too. So we're down to about maybe 5 stocks. So it's not really a good morning, which, as in to finding stocks to trade. I think a lot of people are actually sitting on the sidelines to see what's going on. You see what's happening with cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is down huge from where it was. I mean, and obviously everything else is coming down with it. Coinbase is taking a big hit from it. Mara's taking a bit. I took a little bit hit on Mara. So I was such a big fan. I was doing so good on Mara. Now, it's got some big supports at 10, but if it breaks 10, this thing's going down to 5. All right. So these are a couple other stocks we might be trading here and there. Now, that pretty much does it. Okay. Now, is there anything I'm missing I did not call out? Anyone else see anything else out there? I don't know if anybody else saw anything. Because that really does it. I don't really see anything that came up early, and I think a lot of people are scared to jump in anything to come out with any good news, especially what's happened with the market being down what it is right now, and also what happened on Friday. So I think, listen, I'm going to just bring up the Dow and show you what we're talking about right here. So you could see this big, we had a nice little rally from 30,000 to 34, but I said this earlier. What scares me about this market right here is you'll notice we're making lower lows. We had a little bit of a lower high here, but when news came out, when they gave up, when Powell came out, and I guess, President Biden talked about, giving student forgiveness, that just adds to the deficit. And you know what? When that news came out, if it can be passed, if it can do it, obviously, it's inflation's going to keep going up higher, so it's going to affect the market. All right. So a couple of the stocks just really quick. Yeah, I did bring up that stock PDD. I said about it. It's just a little bit on the expensive side, a little bit volatile. Unless you're a person that makes between 100 to $250,000 a year, I would stay away from it. You got to risk about 50 cents to $1 to trade it. Frank says Astra, the ASTR. Yeah, nice little push right now. That must have just came. Yeah, right now it's number 4 on the list. Good call. See, sometimes these stocks just pop up right when 9 a.m. starts. So yeah, that one ASTR. I'll take it. It looks pretty good. You could see it's got a break, probably that $1.38. So yeah, it looks like there's some room. Let me go check over here on level 4 for you and see what's going on. ASTR. See what's happening. Let me just load up some data. Bring it up over here. What we got going on? Yeah, we have no resistance levels. I mean, there's not a lot of sellers out there yet, so I'll be a little cautious right now. All right, traders. So listen, let's get ready for the market to open up. We're gonna take a 10-minute break. If you're in the cyber group room, we're going to start audio commentary for an hour at exactly 9:30. So if you got to hit the restrooms, go fill up your coffee, go do it now. If you're watching YouTube, Facebook Live, we'll be back here live again at 2:30. We're here live every morning at 9 a.m. and 2:30. And, like I said, also follow us on our Twitter so you can get our watch list and so on. So in the meantime, fellow traders, let's get ready for the market open up. YouTube members, we'll be back. We'll see you there at 2:30. Traders, like I said, we'll start commentary and we'll come back with audio once the market opens up at exactly 9:30, all right, for an hour. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Let's have fun and be safe this week.